WNTN, home of Grecian Echoes, the longest running Greek American program in the country.
Oh, 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. Happy 4th of July week, everybody. It is July 2nd, 2024, the summer of 2024. And joining us for the first Tuesday of the second half of the year is Manny Frangiadakis and Stamatis Sasta. Manny, of course, with 12 points, wealth management. Gentlemen, good morning. Kalimera.
Kalimera.
Kalimera, Kalimera. Manny, we got the news is Powell that says the same thing he's been saying, which is things are better, but not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Look, it continues to be the same theme that we've talked about for months and years at this point, that inflation remains sticky. It's hard to bring back down. We talked about once it gets unanchored, it's hard to get a grasp over without, causing a recession and pulling back consumer spending. There's two big proponents that are the biggest issue that he's fighting, and that is housing prices and rent, which rents look like now they're peaking back up and housing prices have advanced slightly, and it's energy. When we spoke probably a month ago, say WTI West Texas Intermediate crude was trading at around $77 a barrel. We're back close to $84 a barrel. Going into an election year. And I'm sure that we'll touch on something that, the debate a little bit at some point, but, that's a problem for not only just, President Biden at this point in time going into the election, but for the entire economy, as that's a big component of CPI. So again, we started the year with pricing in 6 rate cuts. We might get 1 to 2, and I'm leaning more to the camp of 1, and it's probably for political reasons. Most likely in September. I don't think you'll manifest 2 rate cuts this year, just given the data. Now, what could derail that? Some pretty bearish economic, numbers. And one of the things we've been looking at is the payroll report. We're going to get that next one on Friday, the day that no one will be kind of in the office and paying attention to markets. So it'll be interesting to see what that number spits out in terms of payrolls and additions added, and how the market reacts when it's going to be very, very thin.
That'll be interesting. We can see that the daily changes. I mean, we're still at the highest levels. S&P did 15% or something like that the first 6 months. Nasdaq, I think, was higher, 18%. The Dow was much lower, like 3% the first 6 months.
And the Russell's flat.
Yeah, but still, people are, they're still riding high. They're not ready to throw in the towel.
No, and look, that's the power of animal spirits. That is the power of what we call FOMO, and